Good evening, everyone. We-TV.ca viewers, welcome to St. Clair College for the OFSAA Boys Quad A Basketball Championships. Tonight we have the bronze medal game right now between the Pine Ridge Pumas of Pickering and the Henry Carr Crusaders from Toronto. Henry Carr and both these teams were defeated today in the semifinal games earlier this morning, and now of course they're playing for the bronze medal. Coaching the Pine Ridge Pumas is a Windsor Lancer, Cam Neckers, and he's up against Paul Melnick, a former Runnymede Redmen and a great coach in his own right. So without further ado, we're going to have the bronze medal game, and we're going to go over to the broadcast team right now.
Thank you very much, Royal, and welcome everyone to the St. Clair College Sportsplex, the host venue of today's OFSAA Quad A Boys Basketball bronze medal game between the Father Henry Carr Crusaders and the Pine Ridge Pumas. I am alongside St. Clair College men's head coach Matt Devon. And Matt, we had a chance to watch Father Henry Carr play yesterday as the number 3 seed. They got upset in the semifinals, but they have to be the favorites going into this bronze medal game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they played very well yesterday, defeating Holy Names. Didn't see the game this morning, but you know, I think we're in for a good tilt here. Obviously, 2 Toronto area teams, going to be fast-paced, exciting basketball. So, really looking forward to the matchup today.
Absolutely, and of course, St. Clair, the new Sportsplex, is hosting the OFSAA Quad A bronze and gold medal game, and what a better facility to have this high-quality basketball here, eh, Matt?
Oh, exactly. It's very nice for us to host, and again, we mentioned yesterday, I think, if not the best, one of the best facilities in Ontario. Just a great way to kind of cap off this year, our inaugural year here at the Sportsplex, and have some exciting, really good basketball here.
As head coach of St. Clair, I'm sure you've got your eye peeled to some of these athletes as well, trying to make them come over to St. Clair.
Well, of course. I mean, you know, always looking for new talent and good talent to come down and play here, and what an opportunity for these kids to be here and maybe get a taste of what it's like to be a St. Clair athlete. Very few schools treat their athletes better than St. Clair, and obviously with the Sportsplex and the scholarship program we have, in addition to all the academic programs, just a great thing. So, you know, it's great for us to have them here and hopefully get a little taste of that.
Absolutely. Tip-off is moments away here. Father Henry Carr will start off with Kyle Lefebvre, number 15. Shamar Bailey Dakota, who is a monster in the game that we called yesterday. He'll wear number 32. Marcus Bonnick, number 24. Number 11 is Michael Paulo. Number 25 is Josh Akende. Pine Ridge will start. Number 5, Chase Vassell. Number 13, Daniel Wright. The opening tip is up and out of bounds. It'll be Pine Ridge ball to start. Jordan Henry, number 0, pardon me. And number 21, Spencer Thomas. So bronze medal game is underway here at Quad A Boys OFSAA basketball. Pine Ridge inbounds the basketball over to Thomas. He backs out, hands the ball to his teammate. Nice behind the head pass there to number 0, Henry, and the shot is good. Opening basket goes to Pine Ridge. That is a 3-pointer, and they lead 3-0 in the opening minute.
Yeah, use the aggressiveness of Henry Carr's defense against him there to make that shot.
Drive by Bonnick is no good. Henry up the floor. Pass intended for Wright was just out of his hands, out of bounds. That'll be a turnover.
I think turnovers will be a key today, Brett, with these guys playing so many games in the past 3 days. You know, fatigue's going to be a factor, and you know, the mental aspect of the game, I think, is going to be as important, if not the most important thing today.
Kyle Lefebvre at the top of the key, defended by Neville Provo. Over to Marcus Bonnick now, who's defended by number 21, Spencer Thomas. Sets up a high screen and roll with Shamar Bailey Dakota. He Swings it over to the corner for Josh Akende. For three, no good. Rebounded by Lefebvre. Over to Paolo. Leaves it over to Bonick. Skip pass over to Lefebvre for three. No good. Rebounded by Henry. Up the floor quickly. And unfortunately for Vassal, he stepped out of bounds, says the official. Ball go the other way.
Second one already in the game, Brad, and these guys have to get their bearings and know where they're out on the floor.
Beautiful floor here at the brand new St. Clair College Sportsplex. Nice thick green lines. Kind of hard to miss, but a couple turnovers to start the game over for Pine Ridge. Marcus Bonick taking a screen at the top of the key, handing it off to Akende. Akende looking to turn the corner. Gets bumped on his way to the basket. Foul will go on the floor. That'll go against Neville Provo. That is his first foul, team's first. Inbounded by Father Henry Carr. Akende using a jab step back jumper, can't get it to fall. Vassal with the rebound. Vassal bringing the ball up the floor himself, getting to the middle, over to Henry for three. Rims out, Bonick now, his turn, bringing it up the floor. Stops just after half court, gets out of a trap. Bailey Dakota, three is no good, but right out to Josh Akende. Getting it over to Lefebvre now, resetting the offense. No shot clock in high school basketball, so these guys can take as much time as they want to get a good shot off. Lefebvre for three. Just a bit long, rebounded by number 5, Chase Vassal. Vassal loses it, but ends up in the hands of Henry. He gives it over to Provo. Tried to go over a defender's arm. Alley-oop! Nearly completed there. Akende to Bailey Dakota. And the first basket for Father Henry Carr is an exciting one. 3-2 the score.
You see the difference when Henry Carr gets out and running. You know, in the half court, they're kind of stagnant just with a lot of dribble handoff action. There's nothing going towards the hoop.
Pine Ridge answers that with a basket by Thomas. And then they get a steal in the next possession. Forced to pass there. Lefebvre picks it off, gives it over to Paolo. In transition, he can't finish from the left-hand side. And it'll be Pine Ridge ball.
Yeah, I think you see fatigue playing a factor early. Missed layups, a lot of sloppy passes. You know, they're going to have to get over that mental hurdle. I mean, this is the last game no matter what for these guys. They got to leave it all out there on the floor.
6 games in the course of 3 days is definitely a tough feat to accomplish.
Nice to be young.
Yeah. I remember having that much energy. And then I turned 13. Just teasing. Henry to the corner. Three-pointer by Vassal is off the mark. Rebounded by Akende. He brings it over the half-court line. Looking to go for it all. Scores and scoops off the hook, off the glass, and good.
Again, in transition, Henry Carr is a lot better.
Thomas can't handle a long lead pass. So that is a turnover for Pine Ridge. Midway through the first quarter, they lead 5-4 over the Henry Carr Crusaders. Bonick making his own shot, rising, shooting. Oh, and a putback slam by Shamar Bailey Dakota.
That was the
Beautiful
aggressiveness we didn't see yesterday, Brad. I mean, he's an impressive player.
Getting above the rim there. Bailey Dakota with a highlight reel putback slam dunk. On the other end of the floor, Vassal's three-point miss leads to a long rebound and an offensive foul going against Spencer's Thomas. Look at that replay. Bam. Shamar Bailey Dakota.
Great athleticism there.
Lefebvre hands it off to Akende. Akende turned the corner, rising, shooting, scoring for 3. Akende adds the Father Henry Carr's lead. They are up 9-5 now. Less than 4 minutes to go in the quarter.
Both teams really relying on a three-point shot early here, Brad. They have to try and get to the hole, draw contact, just like he did there. That's what you have to do. Get yourself to the line, get in a rhythm. You know, slow the game down a little bit. Get good shots as opposed to just getting the first shot that comes to you.
Jordan Henry creating contact on his way to the basket. Will go to the line for 2. Knocks down the first. And it must be impressive to see the poise from some of these athletes at such a young age, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, the way they play, I mean, nothing seems to bother them. It's just, you know, a lot of these guys have a true passion and love for the game that's evident, and, you know, we're seeing that here today.
Long pass intended for Lefebvre was picked off. Henry now, 3 passes later, it's in the corner for Vassals. Hands it off to number 24, Devontae Nunez, and he scores off the glass and good. Makes it a 1-point game, 9-8.
They really negated the pressure there with the pass as opposed to the dribble, which is why they scored.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter of this OFSAA bronze medal game at the St. Clair College Sportsplex. Bonnick kicks it out to Akende for 3. It's good.
See, the difference in that shot, Brett, was inside out. A lot easier to shoot that way as opposed to just working it around the perimeter.
Ball goes into the corner. Number 1 puts up a shot. It's off the rim. Goes after it, but he can't hang onto it, but his teammate Jordan Henry does. Skip pass into the corner for Nunez. He fakes a shot, rises up and slams from the baseline. Devontae Nunez coming off the bench and making his presence felt.
Very aggressive move and outstanding finish there.
Akende gets a screen from Paolo, turn in the corner, spins in the middle of the key, gives it off to Shamar Bailey-Dakota, and he knocks down the jumper.
Showing the full skill set so far, Brett.
Henry over to Nunez. He crosses over at the free throw line, kicks it out. 3-pointer is off the mark. That was shot by number 1, Joel Dash. Shamar Bailey-Dakota in transition, kicks it out to Akende. He goes baseline, kicks it back out to Bonnick. 1 extra pass to Lefebvre. It's good, 3 points.
Henry Carr is just moving the ball very well. They're getting great shots instead of good shots, and they're hitting them.
Ball is knocked away from behind. From Kyle Lefebvre, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Pine Ridge ball. Pair of substitutes coming into the game. Number 34, Lamar Copeland, and number 20, Shea Brown for Father Henry Carr. Vassal receives the inbound pass. Reverse dribble to the baseline. Now he goes back to the middle. Kicks it out to the corner for Henry for 3. Rimmed out, rebounded by Bailey-Dakota. 2 passes later, Copeland in transition. Kicks it out to Lefebvre for 3. It's good.
Just outstanding basketball right now, Brett. I mean, the inside out there, get the dribble penetration. You know, Pine Ridge is going to have to, you know, stop the initial drive. There's too many straight line drives, kick it out to 3.
Devontae Nunez uses the left hand from the right-hand side, getting around Shamar Bailey-Dakota and scoring off the glass. A much-needed basket for the Pumas. 20-12 the score. 40 seconds remaining in the opening quarter of the OFSAA bronze medal game for Quad A boys basketball. Lefebvre crosses over, has his ball deflected out of bounds by Joel Dash. And Father Henry Carr will take over with 28.4 to go. Bonnick receives an inbound pass over to Bailey-Dakota for 2. Provo gets the ball over half court. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Defended by Bonnick. Over to Dash. He gets around a couple of defenders, kicks it out, but the official will signal traveling violation. I believe the official was calling the initial step instead of the layup attempt for the travel. Long 3 at the buzzer, does not go. And after the first quarter, Father Henry Carr leads 22-12 over the Pine Ridge Pumas in the OFSAA bronze medal game.
Yeah, Henry Carr, you know, they put on a bit of an offensive clinic there with the dribble penetration, kickouts, and very nice to see.
You're watching OFSAA Boys Basketball on we-tv.ca. We'll be right back.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the billion-dollar parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
Back here at the St. Clair College Sportsplex, Brett Hedges and Matt Devon on the call here. And OFSAA Boys bronze medal action for Quad A. Basketball, the Father Henry Carr Crusaders leading the Pine Ridge Pumas 22-12 after the first quarter. Devontae Nunez getting inside to the key, kicking it out. 2 passes later, Joel Dash for 3. He leaves it off the rim. Offensive rebound by Pine Ridge, and they reset on offense. Vassell over to Thomas. Tried to kick it out to Dash, and that is just out of his reach, and it'll be a turnover. Shea Brown inbounds the ball to Marcus Bonnick, and Father Henry Carr goes back to work. Third-ranked team in the tournament. Leads by 10 in the OFSAA bronze medal game.
The first screener has to look to slip the screen there, Brad. I think they have something there. They're not really looking to it.
Shea Brown for 3. Off the mark. Offensive rebound was attempted by Father Henry Carr, but Henry ripped it down. Over to Vassell for 3. Offensive rebound by Dash. He gets it over to Nunez. Gets his defender up in the air and 1.
Dash is really keeping Pine Ridge in the game so far with his aggressiveness. That was a good offensive board there, and able to go up strong. You know, he's a very impressive player. You know, he's not settling for jump shots, which is what a lot of his teammates are doing. You know, he's going up strong. Great pass there. You know, finishes through contact.
And more importantly, that fail goes against Shamar Bailey Dakota. Maybe something that the Pumas might be keying in on heading forward, trying to get Bailey Dakota out of the game in foul trouble. Shea Brown hands it off to Bonnick. Bonnick gets a high screen, rises, shoots, scores. Elbow jumper by Marcus Bonnick extends the lead to 9 points. Over and back.
Again, that's mental, less fatigue there. You know, there's no reason, no pressure, no reason to pass that ball when he did. You know, again, fatigue is going to play a factor the longer this game goes. Pine Ridge has to kind of stop the bleeding at this point and go on a run. They don't want to be trading baskets even though it's early.
18-team tournament. This will be the 6th game for both of these teams, so fatigue obviously a factor. Bonnick finds beautiful pass inside to number 2. He finishes at the rim. That is Rayshawn Smith.
That's what I was talking about. You know, they were just kind of running that screen action up top, that ball screen action, but the guys were kind of staying there or popping at the three-point line. You know, the key was wide open, and they finally took advantage of that. I think that's something they should look to going forward here.
Rayshawn Smith misses the free throw. His team leads by 11, 26-15 in the second quarter. Turnover. Dumbraya finishes off the glass and good for 2. Defense turning to offense for the Crusaders.
And Pine Ridge, just too many turnovers. You have to take care of the ball. Let's get a good set. Good ball movement. You know, you're not necessarily going to make all those shots with fatigue coming in again. I know I keep harping on that, but you know, you have to make sure you get good shots.
And when Pine Ridge has gotten good shots, it just seems that they haven't been able to fall, and obviously fatigue can turn into that as well. Long shot there, rims out once again. Bonnick in transition, giving it over to Copeland. Back to Bonnick at the top of the key. He backs it up and sets up the offense.
See, that's the difference right there, Brad. Like Henry Carr didn't have anything, they pulled it out. Now they're going to run a good set, make sure they get a good shot, and Pine Ridge just isn't doing that right now.
Paul Melnick squad, very disciplined. Make sure they're taking their opportunities when they get them. Shea Brown crossing over, getting to the middle of the key, but he is blocked. Blocked there by Spencer's Thomas. And Nunez bringing the ball up the floor. He gets to the middle of the key, draws a foul. That'll be on Rayshawn Smith.
At this point, they should just give the ball to him and just let him go to work. I mean, he's the guy that's keeping them in this game. You know, he seems to be able to get by his defender without much issue, and you know, he's got to look to that.
4:56 remaining in the second quarter of the OFSAA Boys Quad A Basketball Championships. Sorry, Bronze Medal Championship. Spencer's Thomas has his ball picked off again. Stolen from Bonnick. Going up in transition off the glass and good. Henry up the floor. Draws a foul on Dumbraya.
I mean, credit Henry Carr's defense. You know, they're making it difficult for Pine Ridge to get to the hoop, but they got to try and run some sort of action to get the ball going towards the basket. You know, get it in 24's hands, let him kind of create, because that's been successful. And just as I say that, they get to the hoop and get a bucket.
Jordan Henry creating his own shot, driving the lane, and getting a much-needed bucket for the Pumas. They trail 30-17 to Father Henry Carr.
Switch to his zone here.
Shea Brown driving baseline, loses it. Coming back in transition is number 13, Daniel Wright. Leaves it over to Nunez. Over to Henry for three. It's good.
Inside out. Got dribbled penetration, kicked out for a good three. We saw this yesterday too, Brett, when they played Holy Names. Henry Carr kind of struggled with that 1-2-2, 3-2 half-court defense, and you know, they've kind of lost a little bit of momentum here. See how they adjust.
Pine Ridge defense forcing Henry Carr to the outside. They get it inside over to the high post, though, and Shea Brown creates a foul on his way to the basket. And that's really the one lone weak spot in the 3-2 zone is the high post.
Yeah, and you know, unfortunately, you know, a lot of players today, everybody thinks they're a shot blocker. You know, if you just get a hand up and stay tall and hold your ground, either you get a charge or affect the shot in a negative way and get a rebound and go. You know, I wish more players would do that, but you know, they want to get that highlight block sometimes, and you know, get on Sports Center instead of just, you know, doing the right thing and making them take a difficult shot. And most times, you know, guys don't finish through that.
Tristan Thompson of the Crusaders checks into the game now, number 1. And Pine Ridge bringing the ball up the floor. Provo kicking it out to Henry. One more. It's good. 8 straight points from Jordan Henry.
Seem to be getting the hoop a lot better now.
31-28 the score now. Father Henry Carr looking to respond. Working the ball around the Pine Ridge 3-2 zone defense.
Good
nice pass out to Dumbraya. And a foul on the rebound is going to be charged to Smith after a great pass to get a wide open look for Dumbraya.
Yeah, that's a difficult pass across the court. You know, he's in the post, seeing opposite. Right away, that was a very good pass. Obviously didn't make the shot, but you know, great vision there.
Bringing the ball up the floor now is Henry. His 8 straight points has gotten Pine Ridge back into the game. Crossing over at the top of the key, driving and drawing a foul.
Yeah, they're exploiting that mismatch at this point. You know, going to Henry and letting him create, and it's been successful for them.
Inbounded now. Henry going to work against Umbria, drawing another foul. And that will be 7 fouls in the half for Father Henry Carr, so it'll be a bonus situation from this point forward in the half.
Put a lot of pressure on him though too, Brett. I mean, once that dribble penetration happens, guys off the ball have to move, get to open spots, so he can find them. When the defense is collapsing, you see they're leaving a guy in the lane there. On that dribble penetration, he's got to be able to find shooters, but they also have to find the open spot.
Henry knocks down both free throws and cuts the deficit to 6 points. What was at once 30-15 is now 31-25, thanks to, in part to Jordan Henry's 10 straight points.
And the switch to the zone here. Again, Henry Carr is going to have to adjust. It kind of just, it's almost like the air's been let out of the balloon a little bit.
Lefebvre with a much-needed basket for the Crusaders.
That was big. Great shot.
And we talked at the quarter break about their shooting percentage from three-point, as Jordan Henry lets go of a long three, and it's rebounded by Pine Ridge. Another 3 passes later. Henry back in the corner once again, knocks it down. Impressive display from Henry in the second quarter, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, the only bad shot I thought he took was second last one there that he missed, but he got himself in position and knocked down a great shot off a great pass.
Rayshawn Smith's shot is off the mark, but rebounded by Tristan Thompson. Pass intended for Lefebvre was just out of his hands, and that's a turnover for Henry Carr. 34-28 the score with 1:26 to go in the first half of this OFSAA boys Quad A bronze medal game. Jordan Henry working to his left, hanging it over. That is rebounded by Wright, and he goes right back up and draws a foul.
Pine Ridge doing a good job of attacking the offensive glass and getting second chance opportunities. Henry Carr seems to have hit a wall a little bit here, obviously. A 13-4 run. They have to make sure they box out, get those rebounds, and come down and run a good set against the zone.
Daniel Wright misses the first free throw. Wright knocks down the second, cutting the deficit to 5 points with 1:11 to go in the second quarter. Shamar Bailey Dakota checks back into the game. And a 1-3-1 zone trap has caused a turnover once again. Jordan Henry for 3. Oh, just off the mark. Bailey Dakota with the big rebound there. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Father Henry Carr leading by 5. Lefebvre.
Kind of the issue they had yesterday, Brad. I mean, they kind of just match up with the zone. They're not making them make a choice. Might have to look to overload one side or skip the ball and get the zone moving a little bit.
Bonnick calling for Lefebvre to come over and take the basketball. 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Probably gonna hold it for one now.
20 seconds to go. Lefebvre defended by number 21, Spencer Thomas.
Pine Ridge matching up now.
Bonnick. Skip pass over to Shamar Bailey Dakota. His pass outside is picked off by Henry. And Provo travels. Unfortunately for Pine Ridge, a traveling violation turns the ball over with 3 seconds.
Good job by them, though, to switch to a man.
Bonnick at the three-point line, off the glass, no good. Wow, what a first half that we saw there. Pine Ridge coming back from a big deficit to make this a game at halftime, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, it was you know, each team had a good quarter there, and we've got ourselves a good game. You know, 16 minutes left to determine who will take home the bronze.
First half action is gone now from OFSAA boys quad A basketball. The bronze medal game is 34-29 in favor of Father Henry Carr over Pine Ridge. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned for second half action here on we-tv.ca.
Imagine a place to climb, to tumble, to fly, to run, to glide, to achieve, where a sense of health, friendly competition, and growth all come together. Can you imagine that place, that destination? We have, and we're building it right now in Windsor, with a planned development of almost 200,000 square feet of athletic playground, and that's just on the inside. Central Park Athletics, some of it's already here, the rest is coming soon. Imagine that.
Hi, I'm Joe Quinville, coach of the Chicago Blackhawks, and a proud graduate of FJ Brennan High. I can remember fondly my 5 great years at Brennan. It seems like just yesterday that we're there. A lot of great life lessons that I learned along the way, particularly from my teachers in the Catholic program. I want to wish everybody there good luck, and look forward to being a proud graduate and being a proud Cardinal going on here in Chicago.
Second half action of the OFSAA 4A basketball bronze medal game is moments away from being from starting back up again. And what a first half that we saw, Matt. Father Henry Carr got out to a 30-15 lead, but Jordan Henry of Pine Ridge with 10 straight points, getting his team right back in it, and they're only trailing by 5 now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Henry was the key in that second quarter. Nunez, kept him in it, close in that first quarter, but then Henry really stepped up and hit a lot of big shots for them. We'll see if he can keep it going here in the second half. Henry Carr is going to have to adjust to that zone. Hopefully, coach was in there and has some adjustments for that zone like he did against Holy Name yesterday.
Henry Carr will start off the half with the basketball. Akende and Shamar Bailey Dakota with 8 points each for Henry Carr. Shamar Bailey Dakota had a humongous putback slam dunk in the opening quarter to really set the tone from Father Henry Carr, but they've really tapered off since then.
Surprising Pine Ridge, is going back here to a man.
3 passes later, it's back in the corner to Bonnick. A cutter inside has the ball disrupted. Ball is knocked away. Vassell was heading up the floor, but it went off his knee out of bounds, so that'll be Henry Carr basketball. Opening minute of the third quarter in the bronze medal match of boys Quad A basketball here at the St. Clair College Sportsplex. Red Hedges and St. Clair College men's head coach Matt Devon on the call. And a foul is called on the baseline. That foul will go against Daniel Wright. Henry Carr sets up an offensive play from the inbound and gets it over to LaFave. Over to Bonnick, inside to Shamar Bailey Dakota. Swing pass out to LaFave, into the corner to Akende. Long shot is off the mark, goes over the backboard and out of play.
At least they got the ball inside on that possession. Got themselves a good shot, didn't hit it, but they're going to have to get the ball moving a little quicker than they are right now.
Pine Ridge back on offense. Vassell. Pine Ridge bench looking for a foul. Right on the baseline, gets a pass from Vassell. He kicks out the offensive rebound, does Vassell, and Pine Ridge resets. Right gets a pass from number 21, Spencer Thomas, and draws a foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Again, the difference, Pine Ridge getting dribble penetration, breaks down the defense, making that extra pass. They're just doing a really good job doing what Henry Carr did in the first quarter.
Right. Misses the first free throw. Lamar Copeland checks in for Michael Paulo. Wright splits the trip to the free throw line and makes it a 4-point game.
Henry Carr's not set up to beat this press right now.
Long pass for Shamar Bailey Dakota, breaks the Pine Ridge press and gets Father Carr back into their offense. Man-to-man defense shown there by Pine Ridge. It was the 3-2 zone defense that really neutralized Father Henry Carr in the second quarter and allowed. And another turnover there by Henry Carr there as the handoff from LaFave to Bonnick goes awry.
Yeah, Henry Carr is just not adjusting as well as they need to right now.
Jordan Henry kicks it out. Long three opportunity by Thomas is off the mark, but offensive rebound there leads to an open shot for Provo. He knocks down the three, and that's a 1-point game.
You give teams second chance opportunities, you know, usually they capitalize on it, and Pine Ridge has done a great job of offensive rebounding. Henry Carr's got to get a body on them on the glass.
Akende driving, has the ball stripped. Pine Ridge in transition. Jordan Henry over to Provo. Skip pass over to Vassell, and he draws a foul as he stops and pivots to give a pass to a teammate. Lamar Copeland called for the push on Vassell, and Pine Ridge continues possession.
Somebody on Henry Carr has got to step up and be a leader right now. Get these guys together, you know, really point them in the right direction, because they seem to be, you know, all of a sudden now, you know, looking at the referees, you know, they have to control the controllables, get back, have a good possession, see the ball go through the net, because it's been quite a while since they've went on any sort of run.
Henry drives and dishes over to Daniel Wright underneath the basket, and look at that, Pine Ridge has the lead, 35-34. Henry Carr has not scored in the third quarter. Bonnick gets trapped near the half-court line. Over to Lefebvre. Lefebvre pulls it back out, finds Copeland at the high post. He kicks it out to Bonnick. Bonnick over to Lefebvre. Bonnick for three. Long, rebounded by Akende. Akende matching up with Jordan Henry, going one-on-one, driving baseline. Gets a bump, no call, but saves it from going out of bounds. Back in the corner to Akende. Over to Bonnick. One more pass, Lefebvre has it, taking his time with the basketball. His team trailing by one. Midway through the third quarter of this OFSAA bronze medal game at the St. Clair College Sportsplex.
You see, Brent, when they're 34 catches in the middle, he's not even looking to score. You know, they're standing straight up and down. I mean, there's no movement. That 1-3-1 three-quarter press that Pine Ridge has put on has really slowed them down. They're not beating to attack it. They're just beating to get it over half, and they feel they've accomplished something. They have to get the ball going towards the hoop.
Provo, pull-up jumper, rebounded by Shamar Bailey-Dakota, and Bonnick leads it up in transition. Bonnick over to a cutting Akende, but the pass is deflected. Inside to Bailey-Dakota now, and a basket is good.
And you see they finally got on transition. They haven't had a transition opportunity in a long time, and they capitalized on it. You know, they got to rebound and run, beat that zone down the floor. Don't let Pine Ridge get set up. And obviously, you know, you got to capitalize on those opportunities. You know, the difference in the first quarter, I think, Brett, you can see it too, between then and now is just, you know, running, dribble penetration. You know, Henry Carr was making that extra pass, getting good shots, and you know, now they're just stagnant and standing straight up. You know, they get the ball inside there, quick move, didn't let the help come, no double teams there. And now you see them in transition, get the ball in the middle of the floor. It wasn't a great pass to start, you know, but everybody's running. You know, when you hustle, you know, you get the bounces, and just a quick, great move there. You know, just with a very good player there, Bailey-Dakota, and he was key in the first half, and you know, they're starting to find him a little bit here, which is, I think, what they need to do.
Head coach Paul Melnick of the father Henry Carr Crusaders called a long timeout there, I'm sure giving a team a piece of his mind about what they need to do forward. They lead by 1 point here in the third quarter of this bronze medal game, but a huge comeback from a slow start from Pine Ridge, going back from a 15-point deficit to make it a 1 point game so far.
Really a 20-6 run.
Henry rising and shooting, leaves it short on the rebound. That ball goes off of.
Great attack.
Beautiful finish and drive there by Shea Brown. Gets his team up three. A little bit more energy now from the Crusaders. Provo gives it over to Nunez. puts up a hook shot and draws a foul. That will go against Bailey Dakota.
Bit of a bailout call there, Brad. I thought Bailey Dakota was straight up there. You know, obviously Nunez wasn't. He was praying he would get fouled there because I don't think he was going to make that shot. Tough call.
Melnick having a conversation with the official on that play. Regardless, Nunez will go to the free throw line for a pair. His team down 3. Gets a little help from the rim and the backboard on the first free throw. Nunez goes 2 for 2 and makes it a 1-point deficit. Henry Carr having to deal with the Pine Ridge press now. Shea Brown gets it over at half. And a foul is called on Nunez on the baseline push on Bonnick. Henry Carr setting up an inbounds play. Lefebvre receives it. We go one-on-one, goes between his legs, draws a foul on number 21. It is Spencer Thomas.
I still don't like the offense for Henry Carr. It's a lot of one-on-one, guys standing around. You know, I think they almost have to kind of artificially manufacture some movement, maybe some dribble handoffs that they were doing in the first quarter. Just get the ball moving, get into some different people's hands.
Brown goes inside to Bailey Dakota. He finds Bonnick at the high post. He lets go of a jumper, no good. Henry finds the ball, gives it over to Provo in transition. Double dribble is going to go against Vassal. And Pine Ridge head coach chatting with the official about that play. A lot of passion showed by these two coaches here today, and something you like to see in a game like this.
Oh, of course. I mean, you know, the amount of hours of work that coaches put into the game, you know, it's a lot of passion, and, you know, it's a high-stress environment. You know, so you want to make sure that you try and give your team every advantage you can.
Bailey Dakota couldn't finish on the one end of the floor, and in transition goes Pine Ridge. They take a lead after the transition basket. And now a trap setting on the half court. Akende trying to find Shamar Bailey Dakota. He turns it over, and back comes Pine Ridge. Long pass over to right. Off the glass, no good, unfortunately. Draws the foul, however, and will go to the line. Pardon me, Spencer Thomas will go to the free throw line after taking the long lead pass and drawing a foul.
Again, you know, not beating the pressure to score. They get the ball over, and, you know, whoever's catching it in the middle is not turning, ripping, and looking at the net and attacking. They're just kind of looking to get rid of it, so it's easy to trap and easy to be aggressive if you're Pine Ridge if they do that. You got to turn and look and at least be a threat that you're going to go to the hole, make them guard you.
Thomas misses both free throws. His team's still leading by 1. Shea Brown picks up the basketball. Finds Marcus Bonnick across half court. Brown driving, shooting, no basket. The ball ends up in the hands of Provo. And a hand check going to be called against Marcus Bonnick. Spencer Thomas slow to get back to his team's side of the half after falling on that rebound attempt. And another conversation being had with head coach Paul Melnick and the official regarding fouls. Henry receives the ball and brings it into the half court. Driving right away, and a foul called on Lefebvre. Nothing being given up by these officials in this bronze medal game. Not giving up too much in terms of leniency.
Yeah, I mean, that's on the players a little bit too. I mean, you know, they just called it. You got to give the guy a step, move your feet, get your hands up, hands off, you know, and you know, don't let them call it. Like, you're forcing them to call it when you play like that. you know, you got to, some of this is on the players. I mean, obviously, you know, the refs, no matter what, half the crowd's going to be upset at them, but you have to adjust. That's on the players.
Tristan Sadler checks in for Lefebvre. And another foul being called now on the inbounds. That'll be Sadler fouling Henry. And the Pumas will go to the free throw line. The Crusaders are in bonus.
Yeah, might be wise for Coach Melnick maybe to get a quick 20-second timeout and just get these guys back on the same page. I mean, there's 3 fouls, now they're in bonus. You know, that's difficult now, you know, for the rest of the half.
Bailey Dakota can't hang on to it after the rebound. Knocked away by a Pine Ridge player. And it'll stay with the Crusaders. They trail by 1 point with 1:30 to go in the third quarter.
Good pass.
Shea Brown gets behind the defense. Nice pass from Akende. Gets an open look and an easy basket to retake the lead at 1. Vassell, 3 is off the mark. Thomas the rebound over to Vassell, kicks it out to Provo for 3. It's good. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Pine Ridge up by 2, but Akende takes a long pass and draws a foul on Jordan Henry.
Yeah, see, that's when Henry Carr's at their best. When they, you know, even after a made bucket, they're running, beating that press down the floor. You know, that's when they're at their best. I don't understand why they're not doing that. And you know, on the previous play, a great pass there. You know, everybody's focused on the ball handler in a press, and why aren't you passing? Why are you passing? But guys have to be in the right spot, and obviously found a weak spot there, and he found him and got an easy layup.
Akende misses 1, so there's a 1 point game. 42-41 Pine Ridge leads, but Shea Brown with the offensive rebound, getting to the baseline, but travels, say the official. 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pine Ridge basketball. Jordan Henry bringing the ball at the floor, defended by Tristan Sadler. Crossing over, going to his left, puts up a runner. Can't get it to fall. Shea Brown leading up a transition. Over to Shamar Bailey, kicks it out to Bonnick. Akende. 20 seconds to go now. It looks like Father Carr is going to wait for the last shot. Bonnick beats the double team. Akende finds Shamar Bailey. Dakota for a wide open two-handed slam. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Long pass to the corner. Top of the key. Nunez for 3. Off the mark. And rebounded by Shamar Bailey Dakota. That is how the third quarter ends. Let's take a replay of that beautiful dunk by Shamar Bailey Dakota. Nice pass inside from Akende. Wide open. Easy money, right, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, that was an exceptional pass. I was wondering if they were going to get the ball inside to Bailey Dakota, and they did, and just an outstanding athletic finish from him.
Third quarter is in the books. We're heading into the fourth after this commercial break. You've been watching OFSAA basketball on we-tv.ca.
Adding new products or services to your brochure? Updating those drab business cards? Or looking to create a striking window display? In need of some screen-printed signs for that construction site or promotional campaign? Posters, vehicle wraps, and a whole lot more. At Angel Star Digital, our expert design and production team are ready to meet all your promotional needs. For samples of our work, check out our website at www.angelstardigital.com, or you can call us at 519-969-0712. That's 519-969-0712.
Hi, I'm Ed Jovanovski. Watch us on WeTV. We got you covered.
Bye.
Fourth quarter action underway here at the St. Clair College Sportsplex with the Pine Ridge Pumas and the Father Carr Crusaders. Jordan Henry goes off the bounce for Pine Ridge and draws a foul. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 and a chance to take the lead in this OFSAA bronze medal game.
I mean, Henry's been, you know, penetrating the defense all day. you know, that help's got to be a little earlier. Again, you're going for the highlight block instead of being early, maybe take it a charge or at least affecting the shot. You know, and you kind of bail them out. Those shots, those, you know, runners off 1 foot are difficult shots, especially over size. The size that Bailey Dakota has. You know, get there early, you know, affect the shot other than trying to block the shot.
Henry makes the second free throw, makes it a tie game, pardon me, 43-43 at the OFSAA Quad A Boys Basketball Championships here in Windsor. Turnover at the high post. Provo going the other way for Pine Ridge, blocked from behind by Bailey Dakota.
A lot easier to be a shot blocker there. You see you're the secondary or the help defender. You know, primary defender really did a good job of slowing him down, getting his body in front. Bailey Dakota there with a great block.
Provo gets a high screen. Driving to his right, kicks it out to Nunez. His three-pointer can't go. Rebounded right there by Shea Brown. Akende in transition. Euro steps, but the official will signal a traveling violation. Just didn't get his feet under him, it seemed, in that transition opportunity. Over half court now goes Provo. Hands it over to Vassell. Hands it off to Thomas down low, and another easy basket.
Way too easy. No communication from Henry Carr. Simple dribble handoff. They got penetration, and the secondary help on that penetration wasn't there. They got to communicate. I mean, with the players they have on now, they can basically switch that, and they're not even communicating.
Brown creates contact, steps back. Let's go with a three-pointer. It is off the mark, but the ball goes off of Pine Ridge Vassell's hand, and it'll stay with the Crusaders. Henry Carr down 2 points, 6:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Lefebvre at the point. Henry Carr spacing it out, showing some discipline in their offensive set. Lefebvre over to Brown. Brown inside to Bailey Dakota, who kicks it back out to Brown. Skip pass down low to Akende. He travels on the baseline. Good closeout there by Nunez, causes the turnover. Long pass from Nunez to Spencer's Thomas. 3 passes later, Vassell's got it inside to Thomas. Provo over to Nunez. Draws a foul. They'll say that is on the floor, however. Made the basket, which is good job for him, but unfortunately, the official will signal it a floor foul, and Piners will take over possession. No, I'm sorry. Nunez will shoot free throws.
Bonus situation. I mean, again, going back to, you know, those 3 kind of cheap fouls on that one possession. Now you put them on the line. The double bonus the rest of the way with 6 minutes to go here.
Provo, offensive foul.
What'd I say, Brett? Don't be a shot blocker. He was there early, sacrificed his body, took a charge. That's an unselfish play. You know, great play. You know, it's not going to show up in any highlight package like the dunks he had earlier in the game, but that was a crucial play. Great play by Bailey Dakota.
Having a conversation with his coach, limping a little bit after taking that fall. And now Father Carr goes back on offense.
They have to get the ball moving side to side, get the zone moving, and then attack it. Too much dribble.
Brown over to Lefebvre. He puts up a long shot. It is off the mark. Vassell in transition over to Spencer's Thomas. In the corner to Henry. He leaves it short, but Nunez is right there. He's knocked out of bounds by Father Henry Carr. And the Pumas will take over possession with a little over 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of this OFSAA bronze medal game at the St. Clair College Sportsplex.
A lot of settling from Henry Carr for threes. You know, I have to tell them that they don't get an extra point for taking a FIBA 3 there. Their three-point line is that yellow line, and set up there and you know, make it an easier shot for yourself. You don't get an extra point for being out there. So, you know, but they're doing a little bit better job against the zone. Their guys are in a little bit better position to attack, but they still, I think, they have to get that ball moving, you know, a lot better than they are. They're just kind of staying on one side, and when they get that inside out, then they're attacking back on that same side. Well, the defense is already set. You got to get that ball moving, then you attack because you're going to have gaps. You know, that's where you see the breakdowns in the defenses if you get the ball moving side to side.
Wise words from St. Clair head coach Matt Devon. And right on the inbound, Vassal finds a soft spot in the Henry Carr defense. Goes off the glass and good for two. They have a 4-point lead now, 47-43. Brown working around the Pine Ridge defense, scores a basket of his own. We've got 5 minutes to go in this bronze medal game. It's anybody's match.
I think Brown's really been key here in the second half, Brett. He's coming in kind of stabilized Henry Carr. He's playing really well the second half.
Brown with another rebound there, gives it over to LaFave. Lead pass is just out of his reach.
It makes me look bad with a bad pass. But still, great rebound and good idea. Just led him a little bit too far.
Just underestimated his strength, so do I believe. Jordan Henry in transition to Vassal. Quick shot and miss. Bonnick up the floor for Henry Carr. Akende over to Bonnick. He attacks the middle of the key, tries to go inside to Paulo. That ball is knocked away by Nunez, and he draws a foul underneath his basket.
Just unnecessary from Henry Carr. I mean, just so many unnecessary fouls this half. They put themselves in a double bonus position. You know, still 4 minutes left. You know, and I thought on the possession before with Pine Ridge, like, you can't settle for threes at this point. Like, anytime you attack, you know, Henry Carr's not adjusting. They're not getting their hands up. Their hands are all over them. Get yourself to the line.
Double bonus situation now for Pine Ridge. They'll be shooting 2 free throws for every subsequent Father Henry Carr foul.
You know, the other thing too, Brad, not sorry to cut you off, but you know, it takes away that pressure off that first shot because you know you're getting 2 no matter what. So, you know, just silliness on the defensive end with some of the fouls.
Oh, great point. Bonnick at the Bonnick at the top of the key, setting up the offense for Henry Carr. They're trailed by 3, pardon me. Into the corner for Paulo. 3-pointer is no good, and going up and ripping down that rebound is Devontae Nunez, who had a dunk in the first half. He kind of energized his team. Just helped them spark a 15-point comeback. At one point trailing 30-15 in this game. They now lead 48-45. And Devontae Nunez is called for a travel, much to the dismay of his head coach. But as you've said before, anytime it's a call against you, the refs are wrong, right, Coach?
That's definitely true, Brett, yes.
They've got a difficult job, and I'm sure they're doing it to the best of their ability, and we appreciate that. Referee's always a underappreciated occupation.
You're wrong 50% of the time, no matter what.
Shamar Bailey Dakota rising up and shoots on the baseline. Rebounded by Vassal. Good ball movement by Pine Ridge. Gets them over the half-court line. Henry to the middle of the floor. Tries to find a cutting Devontae Nunez. He was cutting to the basket, but Henry thought he was at the 3-point line. That leads to a turnover.
Yeah, again, you know, if you don't have something right away, you know, you want to pull it out, get a good set. Again, you're in double bonus. Get some dribble penetration. Put the pressure on Henry Carr.
3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of this OFSAA bronze medal game. Boys Quad A basketball at the St. Clair College Sportsplex.
Got to have a flash to the middle. There you go. No attack.
Brown off the glass and good. As you said before, Matt, he's been very key to Henry Carr this half, and they trail by 1.
I don't see the need for this, Brett. Like, in double bonus, you're only down 1. Just match up, get a stop, and don't foul. Again,
Pine Ridge turns it over.
Brown with the hands.
Akende spinning to the rack, and then a follow-up by Bailey Dakota gives Father Henry Carr the lead, 49-48 with 2:15 to go in the fourth.
Okay, we talk about shot blocking. He was there. You know, he just took a charge. He's probably a little apprehensive because he got hurt on the last one, but, you know, you can't swing through. You know, these refs, I mean, I thought they've called a pretty good game today, and it's a big floor for 2 refs to cover. And if you're going to swing through, you know, 9 times out of 10, the ref's going to call it whether it's a foul or not.
Henry knocks down the first free throw, tying this game at 49. See Father Carr, head coach Paul Melnick there as Henry knocks down the second free throw, makes it 50-49 for the Pumas. And it's crunch time now in this OFSAA bronze medal game. Paulo looking for Bonnick, no, going inside to Shamar Bailey Dakota, spinning, shooting, no basket. Rebounded by Vassal. Provo waiting for the defense to clear out, bringing it up the floor, and drawing a foul on Akende.
I don't know about that one, but, you know, again, Henry Carr, you know, you're down 1, get back, just play straight up. I don't see the need to pressure at this point. Play good, solid defense.
Akende's foul sends Provo to the free throw line. The left-hander lets it go and is short on his first. Lefebvre checking in for Shamar Bailey Dakota at a crucial time in this basketball game. Paul Melnick tells him, don't go to the bench. You're sitting right next to me. I'm sure we're going to see Shamar soon. And after the free throw is made, Pine Ridge calls timeout. And we're going to step aside for a moment. It's crunch time here in the fourth quarter of the OFSAA bronze medal game. You're watching OFSAA basketball on we-tv.ca.
Bye.
Great. My car's blocked in.
I got this. I think the parking brake is on. Geez, what's in this thing? Rocks?
One out of 7 children across Canada are at risk of going to school on an empty stomach. That's why Breakfast Club of Canada provides a healthy breakfast to school kids nationwide every day, which can help to build a bright future for Canada's children. But there are still many more children who need our help. So please help us provide breakfast to the children who need it. Donate now on our new giving platform, ICanGoWithout.com, and visit breakfastclubcanada.org for more information.
Back here at the St. Clair College Sportsplex, 1:47 to go here in the fourth quarter of this OFSAA Quad A boys bronze medal game between the Henry Carr Crusaders and the Pine Ridge Pumas. Henry Carr trailing by 2, Shea Brown getting in the middle of the key and drawing a foul. Good look coming out of the timeout for Father Henry Carr.
Yeah, I mean, they got it to the guy who, you know, like I said, I think he's had a great second half, doing a lot of little things, deflections. You know, something good seems to happen every time he gets the ball in his hands. So hopefully he can knock these 2 down.
Brown cans the first free throw, barely touching mesh on that one. Brown, a 6'1", grade 11 guard. And now we're going to say that there's a warning on the floor for a delay of game violation. I've never seen that before. Technical for a delay of game.
Have
you ever seen this, Coach?
No, I haven't. You know, they already put one in the book, so absolutely right if you get a second one, but at this point of the game, that's a difficult call. You know, put them on the line with 2 free throws.
So Brown will finish his pair of free throws, and if he makes it, it will be a tie game. Brown knocks it down. So the technical foul free throws will be shot by Vassal of Pine Ridge.
Yeah, I wonder if the ref knew that was the second one. You know, again, at this point of the game, that's you never really like to see that come down to a call like that.
See multiple explanations being made. Vassal misses the second free throw, so his team is up 1 point. And Pine Ridge will have possession of the basketball. They are up 52-51 with 1:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Paul Melnick having a conversation with the official.
Yeah, Henry Carr is just going to have to get over it. Nothing they can do about it now. Just focus on the game, getting the stop here, and coming down and having a good set on offense.
They're in the same position as they were before the technical foul. They're down by 1 point, so it's all up to them now. But Thomas scores off the glass. It makes it a 3-point game with 1:20 to go in the fourth. Big possession here for Father Henry Carr.
Don't need a 3 here. Get something going to the bucket. Try and get fouled.
Shamar Bailey Dakota waiting to get back into the game, but the final minute is underway. LaFave gets his own offensive rebound. Akende in the corner gives it up to Brown for 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Devontae Nunes. And a timeout called by Pine Ridge after the rebound.
I mean, got a good look there, just didn't knock it down. And again, you know, psychologically, you know, you think you have to go for a 3, but you have to stay disciplined and, you know, try and get something going to the hoop. I think we're going to see a replay here. You know, again, that's happened quite a few times today where it's just a straight line drive and that help the helper concept just isn't there. You know, the first guy's coming over and then leaving his man, but that no one's helping him out. And the way that Pine Ridge spaced the floor there would have been difficult. You have to stop the ball. You know, and again, you're in foul trouble. You know, you don't think it's a big thing. You get a few fouls in a row, touch fouls, but, you know, it's kind of coming back to get him here.
45 seconds to go. A previous play, a Henry drive and dish, leads to a 3-point lead for Pine Ridge. Vassal gets it into the corner to Nunes. They find Thomas, and he's fouled underneath the basket by Shamar Bailey Dakota.
Might have missed the travel there.
Crucial point of the game here, 33 seconds to go. Spencer's Thomas going to the free throw line.
Might have been his 5th foul there too, Brad. It's unfortunate the way he played today to end it like that.
Bailey Dakota exits the game with his 5th foul. Paulo coming in. Thomas missing the first free throw. More importance on the second one now, trying to push it to a 4-point lead. He misses again. Akende grabs the rebound, bringing the ball off the floor in a hurry. Akende stops, gives it over to Shea Brown. He puts the ball on the floor, driving, scoring, and a timeout being called by Melnick. Great use of time and space there by Brown.
Again, Brown making the right decision. I mean, I'm just very impressed with how he's played the second half. You know, just seems to do everything right, attacking the hole. You see here, just simple move, aggressive, initiates contact, goes up strong. Just outstanding move by Brown. Just, you know, he's really kept Henry Carr in this game the second half.
Now with 23 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Both teams in their respective timeouts. If you're the Henry Carr Crusaders, what's going on in that huddle, Coach Matt?
Well, obviously, they're talking about their defensive scheme here. Probably go for a trap and try and force a turnover. There's still a lot of time. Obviously, you have to do it pretty quick if you're going to foul. Try and get in somebody's hands who you think is going to hit the foul shot. So, at this point, the way Henry shot the ball today, you probably don't want him on the line. Double him on this inbound, make sure he doesn't get it, and go for a quick steal. If you don't get it, foul.
Henry receives the inbound, trying to get a clear out. He goes, gets it over half, trying not to turn over. Long pass for Vassal. Picks up his pivot.
I don't know what they're waiting on here.
Henry gets in the middle of that defense, gets the basketball and is fouled. Foul will go against Bonnick.
Not sure why they took so long. You're down by one. You want to leave yourself with plenty of time. Even if they hit both free throws, you're still only down 3 and can tie the game. I don't understand what they did there.
Henry knocking down a big free throw. Now the second is just as big. Jordan Henry knocks down the second, makes it a 3-point game with 6.6 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
And they kind of put themselves in a difficult position. Like I said, you hit both. That's fine. It's still a one-possession game, but you've only left 6.6 seconds on the clock. I really thought they would have been aggressive there. They didn't even send a double team at Henry, in the backcourt. It just let him dribble it up, and I just don't understand why they wouldn't have got it out of their hands and at least gone aggressively for a steal. Now they're kind of up against it with 6.6 in a full court drive here.
Now, if this was your situation, Coach, what kind of play would you be drawing to get a game-tying shot?
Well, obviously you want to have shooters down, maybe starting in the corners here where they can, come up and catch a good pass. You're going to want to, have the guy who catches the ball in the inbound heading towards their rim. You don't want to catch it and have to turn. You want to kind of be going. Maybe look for a baseball pass if they got any size, but I don't think they do. So, I'd set up some shooters in the corners, get guys running, and maybe with a little dribble handoff action, a little drag screen with the trail. But 6.6, they're gonna have to go quick.
No pressure being put on by the Pumas. Akende gets the pass over to Bonnick, and the shot is blocked at the buzzer. The Pine Ridge Pumas have captured the Quad A boys OFSAA basketball bronze medal here at the St. Clair College Sportsplex. What a game, Matt.
Yeah, that was great. Pine Ridge, give them credit. The way they defended that last play and really came back after being down 30-15. They kind of thought the game was going to get out of hand, but they really battled back, played well, adjusted their game. I think going to that zone really, was one of the turning points of this game. And obviously with Henry, the way he shot the ball was just outstanding. So credit to both teams. They battled well. It was a well-played game. A lot of fatigue there. But yeah, it was just a great game to watch.
Well, the Pine Ridge Pumas are bronze medalists here at the Quad A Boys Basketball Championship at the St. Clair College Sportsplex. We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned for the post-game report here on we-tv.ca.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
not just about hockey. It's about getting a great education too.
Academics are equally, if not more important than athletics. The Hockey Canada Skills Academy is a great opportunity for any student athlete to live their dream and chase their passion. It gives them an opportunity to get a workout in the morning, they're physically and mentally engaged, and it helps them as a student as well throughout the day. Our program is not just for the elite athletes, it's for everyone.
Hi everyone, this is Royal Church with we-tv.ca at the Quad A OFSAA Boys Basketball Championships here at St. Clair College in Windsor. The bronze medal game has just been completed, and Pine Ridge of Pickering was victorious. Congratulations to them on a great game. I have the player of the game here, Jordan Henry. What was the feeling before the game about this contest? Jordan, how did you guys feel about it in the dressing room?
We were sad about our loss in the first game, but we were focused to get a medal at OFSAA at least to get a bronze medal.
Good for you. You did a great job. Cam Necker's coach. Your players played very hard for you. You must be very proud of them.
Very proud of them. It's one of the this is the most proudest I've ever been of a high school team in my last 15 years of coaching. I mean, these guys, from the first game of the year, it's been a pleasure to coach these guys. We've won a couple tournaments, and to bring a bronze medal back to our school for the first time in history, it feels really good.
Congratulations to both you guys. You did a great job. It's been a great weekend for the Pine Ridge Pumas. I love the name. All the best to go back and get your bronze medal. Congratulations. Okay, that's it. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because very shortly we'll be coming back for the gold medal game between Campion and St. Michael's.